Have you ever made a trifold wreath? I'm making one today for a marine. We are going to use 2 rolls of 10-inch deco mesh by 10 yards, and it's going to be gorgeous. Hello my sweet friends, and welcome to DIY with Nadia. This well-behaved sidekick right here is my sweetness Simba. And Simba, are you ready to get started? Do a quick salute to our marines. That's right. And we're ready to get started on our wreath. Here are the supplies that I'm going to use for this wreath, starting with 2 rolls of deco mesh. Both of these are 10 inches in width and 10 yards in length. For ribbon, I'm going to be using these 2 gorgeous ones. This one is from SamsClub, 2.5 inch wired, and this one is 1.5 inch wired. By the way, all the supplies and where I purchased everything is going to be in the description box below. I'm going to be using 18 pipe cleaners, this gorgeous sign that is 12 inches in diameter. Proud and strong Marines. This is metal, so this wreath can definitely be displayed outside. I have an attachment little hole at the top and at the bottom, and this is a nice heavy duty sign. When it comes to the wreath base, I'm going to be using a 14-inch metal wreath form with 7 sections. When it comes to the attachment, we're of course going to do it a little bit different than I usually do because of the 7 sections. I'm going to start with the inner row. I'm going to be attaching to row 1 and 2. I'm going to attach 1 pipe cleaner on every intersection. As I said, on rows 1 and 2, give it a twist or 2 and fold the tails towards the inside of the wreath form. I have my 7 pipe cleaners on the inner row. Now we're going to move to the outer row where we're going to attach 11 pipe cleaners. That's going to give us a total of 18. In my case, I'm using the same color of deco mesh on both deco mesh rolls, so it doesn't matter in this case. But if you are going to do, say, a Christmas wreath and you have red and green, then we are going to have to do 6 pipe cleaners on the inside and 12 on the outside, and you would just need to spread these out evenly. When we do 2 colors, we're going to do red, green, red, green, red, green, and then red. So you have this chunk of area where it's going to be red, and then you're going to do the same thing on the outside, and you're going to have a chunk of area that's red. So 2 in a row. Therefore, if you're using 2 colors, either use an old form like from the Dollar Tree where there's 6 sections, or you're just going to do 6 on the inside, 12 on the outside. With that said, here's the easiest way that we're going to do this on the outside row. We're going to take 3 pipe cleaners first. Outside row is going to be rows 3 and 4. And I'm going to choose 3 sections where I'm going to put 1 pipe cleaner only. So I'll do this one, 2 twists, and we're going to phase these out. I'm going to skip 1 section and put another pipe cleaner here. Of course, face the tails out. Then I'm going to go to the bottom side or skip a section and put 1 pipe cleaner. 2 twists, and we're going to face it out. The remaining pipe cleaner, I'm going to fill in the sections that don't have any pipe cleaners on rows 3 and 4. And there we're going to attach 2 pipe cleaners. I feel like that's going to be the easiest way to attach our sections on the outside. And then I'm just going to even them out. I'm almost done attaching my pipe cleaners on the outside row. What I'm going to try to do is make sure that in between my pipe cleaners, I have about 4 to 4.5 inches of space, and that's what's going to even us out. Or you could just do it by eye and just move things around, make sure that they're nicely separated. Do your best to have them separated fairly even. This looks really good. 7 on the inside, 11 on the outside. Let's prepare our beautiful deco mesh. Going to even this one out a little bit. 10 yards of deco mesh is 360 inches. 360 inches divided by the 18 pipe cleaners that we have on our wreath form gives us 20, which means I'm going to be cutting this deco mesh anywhere from 19.5 to 20 inches. I always like to go down just a little bit because I want to make sure that I have enough deco mesh for the entire wreath. Roll it up just like this and put it in a laundry basket next to me. I'm going to be doing this to both of my deco mesh rolls. And we're going to have 18 pieces of deco mesh from each roll. My deco mesh is all cut up. Now we're ready to attach to our wreath base. Put 2 dowels right in, and then I'm going to grab my first piece of deco mesh, open it up, and then I'm going to fold it in 3. So what I like to do is fold it in about 7 inches or 6 to 7. And then this side is going to overlap, but we are not going all the way to the edge with the second piece. I like the folded over edge to be about 1 inch from the edge because that's going to keep the frame in check. Now we're going to put our little piece horizontally, flip it so that the cut edge is at the bottom. And I like doing this on my cutting mat. That way I know where my center is. Collect it in the center and put it on my bow maker right in the center. Let's do the same thing to the second one. Fold it in about 6 to 7 inches. And then our second fold is going to go in and it's going to end up about 1 inch from the edge. Now I'm going to put my piece horizontally, flip it, and collect in the center. This one is going to go right on top of the first one. And what I like to do is kind of crisscross it like this. That way it will give fullness when it's on the wreath form. Remove the whole thing, pinching it at the bottom and of course at the top, and attach it to my wreath base. I'm going to start with the inner row. 2 good twists, and I'm going to leave my pipe cleaners alone because we're going to be adding ribbon to that. And that's it, my friends. At this point, it's a repetitive process of just folding our pieces in 3, flipping it, and collecting to make our little bow. This is just the 7 pairs. As you can see, I didn't even start on the outside row. So this little baby is going to be humongous. Now I'm going to go ahead and complete the outer row. Look at this monster. This is so big. Look how thick it is on the side. It is so full, so fluffy. This is one big, beautiful wreath base, my friends. The next step here is to add our ribbon. Next, we're going to cut a ribbon, and I'm going to be cutting my 1.5 inch ribbon into 11 inch strips, and we're only going to need 11 of these. To zigzag up, going to do dovetails on the ends, so fold the ends in half, and we're going to cut a triangle from inside towards the outside, making sure we cut this little metal area that folds over. So a quick little triangle, and there we have our dovetails. When we're done, we're going to do the same thing to the other side of our ribbon. When it comes to the gorgeous 2.5 inch ribbon, I'm going to be cutting it also into 11 inch strips, but we're going to need 18 of these. This one is going to go on every pipe cleaner. Zigzag up. And for this ribbon, we're also going to do dovetails, fold it in half, and cut out a triangle going from inside towards the outside. And there we have it. My ribbon is all cut up. Going to get started with attaching the inner row ribbon. Grab my first piece, fold it in half. This is to find our center. You can pinch if you want. Bring it together and attach it to the inner row. The reason I'm doing just one is because we have a big sign that's going in the center. Twist this up about 1.5 inches. I'm going to cut it off, fold back, and then face both of the tails towards the outside, my friends. Just like that. And that's it when it comes to taking care of the inner row. All right, that inner row is all done. Look how pretty this is. And just a little preview, the sign is going to go right in the center. So all of this ribbon is going to be sticking out on the outside. Ooh, this is going to be pretty. All right, my friends, and now we're going to the outside. We have ribbon number 1, ribbon number 2, either overlap or crisscross it. Find the center. You can use the cutting mat to do that. At this point, I eye it and then bring it together in the center and attach to your outer row. Same thing. We are going to attach and twist those pipe cleaners up about an inch. Cut at about 1.5 inches. Fold and fold behind. Here is our outside little bundle. I'm not going to be messing with the ribbon too much right now. I'm going to do that all the way at the end because we still need to add the sign, take care of the back, add the hanging loop, all that jazz. All right, friends, I'm going to go ahead and continue adding my ribbon bundles to the outside row. All the ribbon bundles are on. Now I'm going to just make room really nicely for our sign. This sign is a little bit on the heavy side. It is a heavy duty sign. So what I am going to do is I am going to grab a floral wire that's a little bit wider than I usually get. This one is the 18 gauge one. It's 18 inches in length. I'm going to cut it in the center and then I'm going to attach to the sign. My floral wire is very nicely attached. Going to attach the sign to row 2. Let's do one twist. Do I like the way that's sitting? I think so. And I really want to make sure that the top is nicely attached because I do not want the sign to go down. I think that's really good. I am going to just make sure the sign is attached securely. I think that's on nicely. Let's take care of the back. First, I'm going to find where the top is. And it is right here. Grab a jute cord, make a few knots, make sure that it's nice and secure. As they say, one for the road. There we go. Cut the tail. And I'm going to pull the loop through the front and we have our hanging loop. Before I do the final touches, I want to cover the back. I'm going to do that by using a placemat. I already stapled my business card to it. Grab 3 zip ties and I'm going to attach them at 3 spots in my wreath. I don't like to attach this too tightly. It's nice and secure. That's it. Cut the tail off and move the nub to the front. And our 3rd zip tie. Nub to the back and the back is done. Let's make sure the hanging loop shows. And now we get to make sure that the wreath comes together. Let's make sure that all those gorgeous ribbon tails are nicely laid out. Now that I have that done, I'm going to move to the outside and just beautifully lay out that ribbon, making sure that these gorgeous tails show. I love this gorgeous patriotic wreath, and I love it even more knowing it's going to a Marine that served our country. This wreath turned out so big and beautiful, full. I love this technique, my friends. I hope you give it a try. Hope you enjoyed this wreath tutorial. I thought it turned out absolutely gorgeous. This is a great method to use for a nice big sign, so I hope you give it a try. Thank you so much for being with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course hit that thumbs up button. As for Simba and I, we are going to go get some treats. Right, Simba? Want to give me 5? There we go. Bye, guys.